Welcome back. Today on X Girls, we're talking about sex, and right now our panel is going to answer some viewer questions. Ladies, this is a really good one. If sex is something I'm addicted to, how can I ever have it again?
Ooh, that's tough.
I'm glad I'm on this side, by the way.
You know what? Actually, I was going to say, you and I talk about this because the
we do.
unique challenge with sex and food addiction
Yeah.
is that you can't, like all the other addiction, you can give up heroin and never touch it again. But when it comes to sex and food, even if I stop having sex, I am still a sexual being. So I have to figure out how to manage and navigate my sexuality. Even if I have a food addiction, I can't just stop eating. That's not the solution to my problems. So it is a very tricky thing to navigate because whether or not you're having sex, you are sexual. And so, that's a really good question. It's a really good question. I'm sorry that I didn't answer it. Bronwyn?
I'm going to answer it from the perspective of an addict. From that perspective, and kind of just go, we talked in an earlier segment about abstinence and our choice, the three of our choices for that, your choice for that earlier. To look at it and go, okay, well, for me, if I'm a sex addict, then I probably need a detox from that. Yeah. And I need a rehab for that. And for me, I guess abstinence is the same thing. I'm in detox mode, I'm in rehab mode, I'm healing my heart, I'm healing my body, I'm healing, everything about me, I'm healing the sexual part of me so that I will be a gift for someone in the future.
But I feel like similarly, I think I have a history of what would be categorized as relationship addiction. And so does that mean I can't be in relationship anymore? No. But I do agree that a season of detox has been good. But then now going into it, just really having to constantly check my motives and my heart and making sure that I'm not in relationship because I need to escape from something or because it's filling something in me that I can't get filled otherwise. And so I would imagine it's the same thing with sex. It's like, so it has to do with the motivation. Am I wanting to have sex right now because I'm in pain and because this is the way I know to cope with it, or because I'm uncomfortable and this is my go-to? Do I want to have sex right now because I really want to be close to this person and it's the only way I know how? And if those are the motives, then being able to assess that out. And I know, we can't solve that issue in this one segment, but there are support groups and recovery groups through Celebrate Recovery and through the 12-step program that can help people who are struggling with sex, love, and relationship addiction.
Yeah, that's awesome. On the flip side of the coin, there's a question. I have no trouble with sexual purity. Rather, I'm fearful of the day when I'd get married and have sex again. How will I know how to be intimate with my husband and not be distracted by thoughts of previous sexual experiences, both good and bad?
Another good question.
Another great question.
I remember a few years ago doing a media article in Australia, and the lady asked me how many sexual partners I'd had as a prostitute, was her question. And I would say, some nights it was 3, some nights it was 12, and, I worked for 12 months, and she multiplied it up, and the headline in the magazine, so now I've learned to check the headlines before they go to print, was Bronwyn Healy has slept with over 2,000 men.
Wow.
Now, I was 8 years out of the industry when this happened, and I remember reading it, and I was like, whoa, really? I did that? Slap in the face, kick up the backside. Because for me, it was like I had had counseling and I had had deliverance, and we talked about, being a fragment of myself and all of these things. And it was just like, wow, how can I ever be healed? And how can I ever enjoy sex again? And so I'm like, I like that question. I'm looking forward to everybody else's answers. Yeah. But again, it's detox, it's rehab, it's learning to be a better version of me and healing my heart and my mind, and my body goes with that.
Yeah.
So,
and I think part of it is that intimacy doesn't start in the bedroom.
No way.
So intimacy starts my old self thought intimacy started in the bedroom, but now I know that my journey of learning how to be intimate starts way over here. And as a matter of fact, it starts in my friendships and how I can be vulnerable and be willing to take off my mask and be known in those friendships. And then I'm not dating, but when I do, I would imagine that journey of discovering how to be in an intimate relationship is going to start in a non-sexual way, and hopefully that will transfer into the bedroom.
after marriage.
After marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, correct.
Throwing it in there.
Just to be clear.
And I know personally too, I'm sharing on this one just because, recently married and having a past as well, and seeing that, again, when God restores innocence, God restores innocence. So it doesn't mean I never have a thought that I don't want to have, but then I realize, like, but I'm a new person. I'm not who I used to be. And so I don't have to yield to those thoughts, and I don't have to let those control me. And I love that thought that intimacy does not start in the bedroom. It doesn't at all. It starts with safety and security and vulnerability and connection and conversation and affection, like all the things that make a relationship rich. And so you guys did an amazing job answering those questions. If you still have more questions, Harmony Dust and Craig Gross did an amazing series for X3's company where they answered viewers' questions about sex. The answers to the questions literally range from everything to what we're talking about today, premarital sex, to things like masturbation and oral sex. So visit our website at www.iamatreasure.com to watch those episodes. We'll see you next time.